In 1934, the Dornier company began to develop a new seaplane to replace the Do-16 seaplane that had been in service for about a decade. In fact, the new aircraft continued the basic layout of the Do-16, and the German Air Force named it the Do-18. The two aircraft were very similar in appearance. The Do-18 was a seaplane with an empty weight of nearly 7 tons. The all-metal fuselage was more slender and streamlined than the Do-16, with sponsons installed on both sides of the fuselage for water stability. The resistance for taxiing on water and flying in the air was lower. The main wings were supported by structures such as support struts above the fuselage, with a wingspan of 23.7 meters. The engine compartment was installed in the center position above the wings, and the exterior of the compartment was more compact and streamlined in design compared to the Do-16. Two Jumo 250C-4 6-cylinder opposed-piston diesel engines were installed in series, with a single engine capable of outputting 605 horsepower. Each engine drove a pair of 3-blade variable pitch propellers. Although the power was relatively low, the Do-18 was not a high-speed aircraft. Therefore, as a seaplane of the 1930s, it performed quite well. It had a maximum speed of 250 km per hour, a cruising speed of 190 km per hour, a maximum altitude of 4,350 meters, and ample onboard fuel, with a maximum range of 3,500 kilometers. The Do-18 had a crew of 4, with 2 in the cockpit, 1 in the weapon station above the nose, and another in the weapon station on the tail boom. Different versions were equipped with different weapons. The military Do-18D model was equipped with an MG-15 7.92mm machine gun at each weapon station, while the Do-18G model was equipped with an MG-1 31 13mm machine gun in the nose and an MG-1 51 20mm cannon at the rear. The military version could also carry 2 50 kg or 100 kg bombs under the right wing, providing a certain level of bombing capability. Germany produced a total of 170 Do-18 aircraft, including D, E, F, G, L, and other civilian and military models, with 6 going to Lufthansa. Civilian aircraft were mainly active in the South Pacific and South America before World War II. Some aircraft were modified to increase their range, and one aircraft from Lufthansa set a record by flying from England to Brazil in 43 hours, covering a total of 8,392 kilometers. The Do-18 was suitable as a civilian aircraft, excelling in long-distance flights, especially given the increasing demand for transatlantic commercial flights at the time. However, it was not as suitable as a military aircraft. After the outbreak of World War II, the German Air Force used the Do-18 for patrols and reconnaissance in the North Sea and other maritime areas. In 1940, some aircraft were deployed to Norway. Although the long range made the Do-18 well suited for this role, it was found to have poor resistance to enemy attacks and weak self-defense firepower. It became an easy target for enemy fighters, and the first German aircraft shot down after the outbreak of the war was a Do-18. At that time, a Skua fighter bomber launched from an aircraft carrier achieved this feat. Realizing the issues, the German military quickly downgraded the aircraft, using them for training, search and rescue, and other tasks. By 1941, only one squadron was still equipped with the Do-18.